So another nice clean car. So today we have a 2016 Nissan Murano. This is a car that I've got the chance to drive twice now, and both times I have found it very fun, very exhilarating. And for a car in the SUV category, that is something I am very critical on, because I did not enjoy SUVs for the longest time. This one here, though, makes me feel like I'm a lot richer just because the way they've designed it, the flair, the styling. It doesn't feel like you're driving a car that's around the 25K range, slightly under, to be fair. And it's a car that, I keep calling it a car, I'm sorry, an SUV, sorry, that feels good being in. This one is by far one of the funnest little SUVs I've ever drove. And that's due to the fact that, I mean, come on, that Pacific sunset color, that orangish color it shows off, the chrome everywhere where it needs to be, the black additions to make sure that you feel like you're in something that doesn't feel as plain Jane as, I don't know, the Scions. Sorry, I don't mind Scion XB, but the Murano is a lot bigger, but a lot nicer. And part of that is not just the outside, but the core of the vehicle, which is the interior. Upon opening the door, you're immediately greeted with this nice cream color cloth. I honestly thought for the longest time this was leather when I first looked at it, until I finally sat in the thing. And I love this here, the wood grain that looks more like it's a marble than wood. That is so nice. And I just got done putting this thing through a car wash to give it a little extra glimmer. So, and I got the floor cover on that to help prevent me from tracking any mud in it. I actually want to sponsor the inside of this car just a little bit more than the outside. So, immediately close the door. There is a highway rearing with traffic, back bumper to bumper traffic flying down, and I can't hear anything. I have colleagues, I have music, everything outside, and it's just quiet enough. I know it's there, but I don't have to hear it's there. Starting up the engine, much like most push starts, foot down, gas. Well, not foot down gas, but a foot down button. And you'll hear it light up, get a nice little 360 of your car there. And let me turn off that AC real fast. I'm gonna pause the video. Sorry guys, I had to tinker with the gauges here for a second to adjust it. So we're gonna make it a little more realistic than 60. There we go. And I really like that, the fact that it has that now. I never understood why some people have it 60 over here, 70 over there. There's no invisible wall, but people like to think there is. So, kind of a cool little feature is the fact that, you know, you can kind of have a little bit of control over that, and your passenger, say, they want warmer air blowing their way. I never understood it myself, but some people have claimed it's the greatest thing on earth. So, another little thing I wanted to show off is when you put it in reverse. I love that. That is so nice. I've drove so many cars with that. Even the Z that I just got done doing, I wish it had that just for a little bit of extra clarity. This car you can hook up Bluetooth to. You can use the Sirius XM, which probably can get in trouble for that, but the fact that right here you can see a good area of what we're looking at, distance wise, that isn't fully accurate, I think. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, sorry, I was reading that wrong. So let's go and put it back on the menu there and prevent it from doing anything. There we go. I don't want it to play audio because copyright on YouTube. So we do have the e-brake down, which is down here. A lot of older trucks used to have it there. I've seen a lot of vehicles that don't put it there. Put it there instead. But again, I just really want to compliment the exterior and the simplicity of the Nissan design here. Because it gives it just a simple, elegant twist to something we're already familiar with. And sometimes that's a lot more comfortable than this flashier interior you see on a lot of vehicles nowadays. I also like the fact that they got this here to help prevent some of the sunlight from glaring down there. And you can actually see a little bit of how you drive with the vehicle down there, which is also nice. This vehicle comes with a lot of little safety features. If you guys want me to cover that in a different video, I will be more than happy to. So just ask, because either that, or if you're just interested in buying the thing, just come on in and say, hey, I want to snag that off your lot. I'm a salesman, what do you expect? I also like the fact that you can see the seatbelt over here is matching. They all are matching. The ones in the back seat are matching. We're going to move to the back seat here in a minute. But I wanted to sit in the driver's seat and let you guys know this is possibly one of the comfiest seats I've ever been in. I don't feel stress. I've drove this thing a few times and I've always felt relaxed. I just realized that my pants match. Sorry guys, really weird note on that one, but I thought that was kind of cool and wanted to point it out. But let's jump to the back seat and see what it looks like. Before we jump to the back seat, I just realized there was something I forgot to point out. So if you look down here, you have your hood and you have your fuel tank. Very good notes there. Moving into the back seat of the vehicle, let's go ahead and sit down for once. I haven't sat down on one of these. Oh, there's so much leg room. Remember when SUVs used to feel cramped? Needless to say, I love this here, how you have the ability to have more drinks, more cup holders for people who are with you. That's so nice. I love taking friends with me on certain visits. I take to Muskogee from my house. I do a lot of Renaissance fairs, and this is something I feel like if we all just crowded into, none of us are going to complain about space. It's not the largest vehicle we sell on lot, but it feels huge when it comes to the interior. But when you're driving the thing, you feel like it's just a normal SUV. But again, you have a little spot here you can put your stuff, 2 extra drinks for your passengers, folds right up in case you need a third person. USB port here in the back, and rear climate vents, rear vents, whatever you want to call these. I love that, and you can adjust them to an extent. I'm sure that has to do something with the people up front as well, but it's a nice little feature nonetheless. Getting out of the vehicle, you don't really trip over yourself. I slipped there just because these shoes are really bad, so no, that is not the vehicle's fault. But again, you're still greeted with that same interior that you get in the front. A lot of vehicles, it just feels so bland in the back seat, but it feels like they try to carry you into the front, which is so nice, because passengers always feel neglected when the vehicle doesn't work with them either. With a single button release right next to your rear camera here, don't know how well you'll see that, there's a little button right here, a little flat square button, easy push, lift. Thank you hydraulics. One of the best things ever invented. Whoever invented hydraulics, you're my hero. Back here, you're meted with the safety features that you would expect a vehicle like this to have. Yep. That. Under here, which is a nice little mat that just hides the other mat underneath. Mapception. Then you're greeted with your spare. No, seriously. I've seen so many vehicles that don't come with a spare tire. It irritates the tar out of me. This comes with an actual spare. Thank you, Nissan. I'm sorry. I had a moment just now. Another thing I really like is if you're back here, again, you don't have to reach all the way to the front. You can just pull this. Actually, we'll do it on the smaller section since that'll be easier for me to get up here in a minute. We left the plastic on this. I don't know why, but looks better. And boom. Sat itself down. Didn't even have to do any work. You know what? Actually, let's show how much room you get. There you go. And see, didn't even have to go to the front. I hate how you sometimes feel like that's a two-person job. But look at all that extra space I just provided at the pull of 2 tiny levers. And another thing I really like is a nice little outlet back here for if you need to plug things out, say you're going tailgating with the guys, or you're a soccer mom, making sure that it's well lit back here, so that way when kids come up for a drink or something in the back, it's simple, easy to get to access. Something that is very underappreciated and something that I really, really love to see. Oh, and again, nice little handle you can pull down with. Sorry for the jumpiness. Okay, I might do that a little harder. Another thing vehicles don't do enough of, seriously, that is the greatest feature on earth. Cars, trucks, I don't care, need to come with that. Again, very Z inspired headlights. I love the Nissan Z in its headlights. 370 designed headlights that look so nice. I don't know what Nissan calls them personally, and I work here, but I just love that little notch. Again, the prominent badging, that boomerang shape, as well as the Nissan logo right there in the front. I even feel like they carry the boomerang design down below. So nice. Turn signals on the mirrors. Nice little safety feature in my opinion. Chrome. Nice, shiny, lets people know you're driving a very, very nice and elegant vehicle. Hard to believe this thing is used. I feel like I'm looking at a new car looking at this. I'm just saying. Such a nice design. And again, you don't feel like you're in a vehicle that's used. You feel like you're in a vehicle that's new. So satisfying. So, if you're interested in a vehicle like this, I also have one more great piece of news. Guess what? Again, low mileage. And no, this is a... Really? Okay. I never thought the acceleration on this vehicle was that great. Of course, I never really floor it. I'm kind of a granny driver in that sense with these kind of cars. I never realized that was a V6. It's really, really nice. And a CVT transmission, so you don't have to worry about the automatic giving you issues. CVTs will choose the smartest gear for all situations. So if you're going downhill, nice little addition there. So, something I absolutely love. Going back to the back seat, lifting these things is as easy as just reaching down and pulling up. Something I recommend if you're wanting to be a little extra careful, grab the seatbelt, push it forward. You don't necessarily have to, but I prefer the idea because otherwise it can get snagged sometimes. And it's just that easy to pull your seats up. A lot of people think it's complicated. No, seriously, it's just that easy. Okay, I want to do it again. I have to go park it anyway, so I'm doing it again. Foot down. Turned off. I love that. It is so simple. I love the fact it does the spinny car thing too. Oh, this car is so satisfying, guys. Seriously, if you want a nice vehicle that doesn't cost you a small fortune, look into these things. The Nissan Murano. Oh, they are so nice. I want one. My wife is going to kill me. Oh, so if you never hear from me again, which you probably will since I got a few hours before she finds out, this is 3E from McLarty Daniel Nissan of Bentonville. And I hope to see you people here soon because we have some great inventory for you to see. And I really, really would love to do business with you. Sorry, it's my job. If you want to look into this vehicle or another vehicle that you've seen on our lot via one of our other videos, the description will be down and below. Or sorry, our details will be in the description of the video down below. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.